Hi everyone, Bernard here on behalf of MovieGameNostalgia.com. Hope you're all well. Let's move that down a little bit. Right, there we go. Right, this is our weekly look at what's available over the next 7 days on UK TV. Please, if you're out on the side of the UK, just check up on these. Try and see them on your local channels or your UK streaming channels, etc. There'll be some old films, obviously some old classics, some new ones, but obviously all the films will be available from somewhere. And obviously some new TV series that you'll have to have a search for, but it may be worthwhile if you're into what we do. It's a wide selection here, all different things. So from documentaries to reality programmes to obviously true life drama and stuff like that. Please, if you're new to the channel, push your subscribe button, that'd be great. Push the bell notifications so you know these little movie and TV special vlogs are coming out on my little channel. Right, so we're going to look at from Saturday the 6th of June. So, I mean, it'll be mid-June before we know it in the days of the night. So we're drawing back in, won't we? So it's Saturday the 6th of June to Friday the 12th of June. Just start with the films. There's a lot of good films. All I'm going to do is for Saturday and Sunday just pick a couple of films that took my eye. This is far from extensive, obviously. I mean, this is just a couple that I sort of, I'm going to try and put on set my recorder button for. And then obviously Monday to Friday, I'll just pick one film from each day. Right, so if we look at Saturday the 6th of June. The newer film I'm going to pick out today is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I really did enjoy this when I watched this, and it's classed as somewhere between Harry Potter, X-Men and Lemony Snicket's, one of my favourites, Lemony Snicket's, and Playfully Weird piece from Tim Burton. So that's worth a watch. That's Channel 4 at 9:15 p.m. to 11:45 p.m. on Saturday night, but I like that. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I quite enjoy Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Going back in time, we've got, well, you know me, I like my musicals. We've got the classic musical from 1956, Carousel. That's on BBC 2 at 3:20 p.m. in the afternoon to 5:30 p.m. in the afternoon. Of course, the classic Rodgers and Hammerstein. So Carousel's on. It's one of my least favourite musicals, but I still like it for the nostalgia value. On to Sunday the 2nd of June. My little blast from the past is The Day of the Jackal, the 1973 version, not the one with Bruce Willis in. This is a 1973 version with Edward Fox starring in this Frederick Forsyth 1971 bestseller book, and obviously this was done in 1973. It's on Sony Classic channel at 6:15 p.m. till 9 p.m. That's The Day of the Jackal. Don't miss that. One of my favourites of the 70s. And going more modern times up to 2015, we've got Biopic on Channel 4 at 11:15 p.m. on Sunday evening, and it's Joy. It's just called Joy, and it's a case of the rags to riches tale of the 1990s TV shopping channel sensation Joy Mangana, played by Jennifer Lawrence. It also has Bradley Cooper, Isabella Rossellini, Robert De Niro starring. So please, that's worth a watch if you've not seen that. That's 2015's Joy, which is on at Channel 4 at 11:15 p.m. On to the week now. So Monday the 8th, I've just picked out the classic from the Monday the 8th. Escape from New York is on Paramount Channel, 11:20 p.m. Obviously the John Carpenter movie, superb, 1981 that goes back to. It's on at 11:20 p.m. to 1:25 a.m. That's Escape from New York. That's on Paramount Monday evening. And on Tuesday the 9th of June, I'm going to go for another similar actiony sort of thing. Hugh Jackman. Who can fail with Hugh Jackman? Film 4 on 9 p.m. till 11:45 p.m. We've got the 2017 Logan, of course, with Hugh Jackman. Absolutely fantastic. So please, if you like that, watch that. Nice and gruesome and plenty going on. Very dark, isn't it, Logan? I did enjoy Logan. On to Wednesday the 10th of June, we've got the classic vampire. I'm a bit fantasy type here, aren't we? Fantasy adventure this week. From Dusk Till Dawn on Paramount Channel from 10:50 p.m. till 1 a.m. That's Wednesday evening. Obviously from Dusk Till Dawn, the original Quentin Tarantino. Absolutely super. I remember watching it the first time being totally shocked by the total change in style of the film. I didn't know quite what to expect. I sort of went into watching it without knowing too much about it. And on Thursday the 11th of June, Interestingly, I'm going to mention two, because one of them's Reservoir Dogs, which is on Film 4 again at 10:45 p.m. till 12:40 a.m. Obviously, we all know Reservoir Dogs. But actually, following that, you've got The Killing, which was a big influence on Reservoir Dogs. Actually follows it, which precedes this on Film 4. So that's on at 12:40 a.m. to 2:20 a.m. So if you watch Reservoir Dogs, either stay up, and just in case you might fall asleep, set to record The Killing, which follows it, both on Film 4 on Thursday evening. And finally on Friday evening, just one, a nice comedy drama film. All these fantasy, adventure, violent films I've come up with you for this week. But a nice sort of relaxing one, Hampstead, which is based on a homeless man who campaigns to be allowed to remain on a patch of Hampstead Heath. It starred, of course, Brendan Gleeson and Diane Keaton. A superb film. That's on Film 4 at 6:55 p.m. till 9 p.m. That's Hampstead on Friday, the 12th of June. So that just finishes after a hectic week with all those sci-fi adventures and violent films. It's nice to finish off with that, isn't it? Onto the TV, onto the new series. There's one day we don't have anything new, so it's something that you mustn't miss the last episode of. But on Saturday the 6th of June at 8:15 on Channel 5. If you like paintings, obviously you've got Great Paintings of the World with Andrew Marr. So if you like Andrew Marr, it's the first of 3, and this week he's looking at the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci. So if you like your artwork and paintings, that's one to keep an eye on. Sunday the 7th of June, if you like your true life murder drama documentaries, we've got the first in 4 of Murder in the Outback, the Falconio and Lees mystery, and this is one of 4 episodes about British backpacker Joanne Lees was flagged down by a truck in a lonely stretch of highway in Australia. She's been abducted along with her boyfriend Peter Falconio and was still missing. This documentary examines the case. So if you like your true life crime dramas, that's Sunday evening 9:15 on Channel 4. Busier day on Monday. On Monday we've got at 8:30. We've got a new one-off drama called Sitting in Limbo, based on the story from Windrush scandal. So obviously starring Patrick Robertson as Anthony Bryan, who came to the UK from Jamaica as a child in '65 and has lived ever since. One day in 2016, Anthony is suspended from his job at a care home after his manager receives a letter from the Home Office claiming that he had no right to work in the UK. So that's a one-off drama, BBC One 8:30 till 10 o'clock. Don't miss that. And at 10:45, again on BBC One, we've got the first of a 12-part here, I May Destroy You, a drama created by and starring Michaela Coel, exploring the question of sexual consent. So a bit of a darker, well, 2 darker ones really, isn't it? But that's a bit later, so you might have to set the record button for that. That's 10:45 p.m. on BBC One, I May Destroy You, first of 12. BBC Two, Playground of the Rich. Everyone, I've been to this place inside Monaco. First of 3 parts, an insight into the Principality on the French Riviera. So if you like your sort of travelogue sort of documentaries on famous places, that's 9 p.m. BBC Two, Inside Monaco, the Playground of the Rich, and there's 3 of those. That's one of 3. On to BBC One on Tuesday, and this is just there's no new things worth mentioning on Tuesday, so this is just the final episode in the latest run of The A Word is on Tuesday night on BBC One at 9 o'clock. So please don't forget that. And if you've not watched this new series of The A Word, or you've never seen The A Word, please watch it. Superb. Apart from the mentions of Manchester United, which aren't my team, I really do enjoy it. It does get ruined a little bit by that, but that's me being biased. Right. Right, on to Wednesday, and on BBC One at 10:45. We've got a new comedy series, 1 of 6, and you get 1 of 6 and 2 of 6, so you get 2 episodes for the price of 1. And it's called Staged, and it's a comedy in which actors David Tennant and Michael Sheen play themselves, continuing preparations for a stage production while living under lockdown. So again, we've got the lockdown theme. That's called Staged, 10:45, BBC One. So you get 2 episodes for the price of 1 and that, so that could be interesting. At 9 o'clock, Channel 5, again, if you like your documentaries, we've got the first of 6, a documentary series called The Railway 24/7, which looks at life for staff at Trans-Pennine Express. If you're in the UK, that's one of the biggest rail companies in the UK. So that's 9 o'clock, Channel 5. On to BBC One on Thursday, the 11th of June. 8:05, not my sort of thing, but I know some people like it. At 8:05, you got You Are What You Wear by Ryan Clark. Neil hosts this fashion makeover show, joined by Kat Farmer, Joey Bevan, Darren Kennedy, Lucy Clifford, and Nana Akiompong to pronounce that right, to advise a diverse range of people in need of significant style overhaul. So that's your cup of tea. Totally not mine. I won't be setting the recorder on that one. That's 8:05 PM on BBC One. On ITV at 7:30 PM. Again, you want something a little bit on the health side. This is a bit on the medical side. You've got Ross Kemp. Not one of my favourite guys to watch, but he's looking at living with dementia. It's first of two-parter, where Ross examines the real-life impacts of dementia. So that's interesting, that sort of thing. You don't mind Ross Kemp. That's ITV 7:30 on the Thursday night. And finally on to Friday the 12th of June, unfortunately not the 13th, Friday the 12th of June, we just go over to Channel 5 for a couple of things. The Gadget Show's back if you like the Gadget Show. I don't mind the Gadget Show, it's just a bit, some bits of it I like, some bits of it I don't, but it's a 12 episode run and it's the first of 12, so the Gadget Show is back with Georgie Barrett taking a tour of the biggest consumer tech exhibition around CES in Las Vegas. So we got John Bentley's back, Otis Daly is back, and of course Craig Charles holds it all together. And at 9 o'clock on Channel 5 also on Friday, a Greek Odyssey with Bettany Hughes. Again, so you like your travel log sort of things and history things like I do. So I'm set my recorder button for this one. It's one of 6 episodes, and the historian explores Greece from the time of the ancients to the present day. And she begins by exploring ancient shipwrecks, then enjoys a traditional welcome on the island of Chios. I don't think I've been to that one. Been to quite a few Greek islands. I don't think I've been to that one. And then she goes over to Lesbos. There you go. That's another story. So if you're into your travel logs, modern day. So it's a nice mix of old Greece and new Greece. So that'll be quite interesting. 9 o'clock Channel 5 on Friday. And that's it. That's all the little highlights. As I said, far from extensive, but it's just a few things that have took my eye. And obviously I've tried to pull out all the brand new series for you as well there that are appearing this week, as well as some of the better, older, classic and moderner films that are available on UK, the main channels in the UK. And of course, if any of those whet your appetite, you can find them wherever you are. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. Please, for all the latest news, follow me on Twitter at nostalgia_movie or at Charles Deneen. Deneen spelled D-I-N-N-E-N. I try to follow everyone back. I just check every couple of days and follow everyone back who's followed me. I'm on Facebook at Burn Deneen with links to MovieGameNostalgia.com, one of my little day jobs where I try and earn a few pennies. So if you can have a look at that website, MovieGameNostalgia.com, for old rare DVDs, movie posters from the 90s and 2000s, some great actors, some great movies, and obviously board games on there as well, MovieGameNostalgia.com. Thumbs up to you if you manage to have a look on there for me. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be back next week for another look at the 13th of June onwards again, 13th to the 19th of June. So it'll be July before we know it, and my birthday. So anyway, I'll remind you when we get near it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Whatever you're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. Let's all look after each other. And hopefully I'll see you all again very soon for something very similar or something totally different, whatever takes your fancy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.